Okay, I've decided what I'm going to use for my sample, for my sketches, for my draft. I'm going to use this one with the skyline, the cutout bicycle, and also a bike trail map. Okay, and the bike trail map was scanned, and it actually looks pretty bad, so I'm going to edit it by itself. All right, so I'm opening it in Photoshop. I'm going to add some texture and then turn it black and white. And here it is back in the design. I've lowered the opacity of the map a lot, and also I'm lightening up the skyline over. I'm lightening up the skyline on one of these layers just so I can see a little bit more here. And let me actually just open up the picture of the bike that I want to use. And this is something that I downloaded from CompFight. And I just need to do a little bit of editing here. So I'm going to just turn this around so it's the right way up. And start deleting the background. But first I'm actually going to duplicate this background layer. And that's in case if I mess up, do anything crazy, I've still got that perfect version of it. So let's go in. I've just scraped it with the background eraser to see if anything happened. It did, actually. Now I'm using the, what the hell am I using? Now I'm using the lasso tool. And I'm just Alt selecting to get rid of some stuff, and now I'm Shift drawing with the lasso tool to add to my original selection. And that's great. I'm going to delete that. Let's make this background hidden so I can actually see it. That looks good. It's kind of rough. I'm going to use the polygon lasso tool here in order to get a really precise selection. So I'm just using the polygon going around the stem of the bike. And I'm frozen for some reason, that's okay. Going around the stem. And here we go. Once all of that is selected, I'll just delete. And that's gone. And you can see up at the top, I've actually got my feather set to, I think that's 2 pixels. So it's not an extremely sharp cut. But here's, I'm going to do a little bit more cutting using the polygon tool. And I'm not doing it all at once. I'm actually just cutting these out a little bit at a time. Okay, so this is my experiment with the magic wand tool as my selection. I've changed the tolerance here because it was selecting too much stuff. So again, I'm going in with the lasso tool and I'm using the Alt button to subtract from the original selection. I'm just going to Alt and select that area, and that subtracts from that selection a little bit more. And one more time, just for posterity's sake, let's get a smoother line. That's pretty nice. Let's get rid of that. A bit jagged. I'll do a little bit more selecting with the polygon tool and also the magic wand. So I'll go on and delete all of this background area, and when I get to the spokes, I'm going to just take my time and go in and make sure I get most of that space in between the spokes. This isn't working out how I want. So I'm going to try the patch tool, which is something that works. So I'll outline the shapes and just click and drag that selection, and it will replace the original selection with pixels from the new location. I like the patch tool. I haven't used it often. Okay, and I used Shift to kind of add to that selection there. So that's what it looks like. It's a little bit messy, but what I'm actually going to do is edit this. I'm going to turn it black and white. And now I am going to increase the contrast so that this makes a really good raster type of image. And I'll just show you the different edits, and I'll show you the poster when we're all done.